Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to see those faces.
Chris Rea was one of the most distinctive voices in British rock and blues. Known for his gravel-textured vocals, expressive slide guitar, and deeply atmospheric songwriting, his music told stories of roads, longing, working life, and quiet reflection.
Driving home for Christmas, yeah.
His journey from an industrial town in northern England to international recognition was neither fast nor easy, yet it produced a body of work that continues to resonate across generations.
Well, I'm moving down that line, and it's been...
This video explores Chris Rea's life, music, struggles, and lasting legacy in a factual and educational way. Where did Chris Rea come from and how did his early life shape him? Chris Rea was born and raised in Middlesbrough, an industrial town in northeast England. His upbringing was rooted in working-class life, far removed from major music industry centers. Growing up in this environment exposed him to everyday realities that later became central themes in his songwriting, such as labor, movement, isolation, and perseverance.
So long, but I will be there, I sing this song.
How did Chris Rea first discover music and the blues? Unlike many musicians, Chris Rea began playing guitar relatively late. In his early 20s, he became deeply influenced by blues and rock records, especially music that emphasized emotion over technical showmanship. The raw honesty of blues music strongly appealed to him and shaped both his vocal style and guitar approach.
To pass the time away, driving in my car.
What were the early challenges he faced in the music industry? Chris Rea struggled for recognition in his early career. Record labels often tried to mold him into a more commercial pop artist, pushing him toward sounds that did not reflect his musical identity. These pressures led to frustration, delays in success, and creative conflicts, but they also strengthened his determination to stay authentic.
Driving home for Christmas.
What made Chris Rea's sound unique? His voice was instantly recognizable, rough, low, and emotionally textured. Combined with his expressive slide guitar playing, his music created a cinematic atmosphere that stood apart from mainstream rock. Rather than focusing on flashy solos, he used restraint, tone, and mood to communicate feeling.
It'll take some time, but I'll get there. Top to toe and tailbacks.
How did his songwriting evolve over time? As his career progressed, Chris Rea developed a strong narrative style. His songs often felt like short films, focusing on travel, memory, social observation, and internal struggle. Albums from the late 80s and early 90s showed a mature songwriter who valued depth, patience, and emotional honesty.
Oh, I got red lights all around.
When did Chris Rea achieve major international success? His breakthrough came primarily in Europe, especially in mainland European countries, where his blues rock style was warmly received. Albums released toward the end of the 1980s elevated him from a respected artist to an international star, even as he remained relatively understated in public life. Which songs defined his global recognition? Songs such as The Road to Hell and Driving Home for Christmas became deeply embedded in popular culture. These tracks connected with listeners because they captured universal experiences, long journeys, social reflection, and seasonal nostalgia, without relying on trends or exaggerated production. Why was live performance important to his career? Touring played a major role in Chris Rea's success. His live performances were known for their sincerity and musical focus rather than spectacle. Audiences responded strongly to the emotional connection he created on stage, which helped build a loyal international fanbase. How did health challenges affect his life and music? Chris Rea faced serious health issues, including major surgery and long-term complications that affected his stamina and mobility. These experiences deeply influenced his later work, leading him to slow down creatively and focus on music that felt personally meaningful rather than commercially driven. How did he continue creating despite these challenges? Rather than retiring completely, Chris Rea redirected his creativity. He explored blues history, instrumental music, and personal storytelling. His later projects reflected resilience, acceptance, and a deep respect for musical tradition. Why does Chris Rea's music still resonate today? His music remains relevant because it speaks honestly about human experience. Themes of movement, struggle, reflection, and hope are timeless. His refusal to chase trends allowed his work to age naturally, giving it lasting emotional power. What is Chris Rea's place in music history? Chris Rea occupies a unique space between blues authenticity and accessible rock songwriting. He was not defined by image or controversy, but by consistency, mood, and emotional truth. His influence can be heard in many artists who value atmosphere and storytelling over spectacle. Finally, Chris Rea's journey from Middlesbrough to international recognition was built on patience, integrity, and a deep love for music. He remained true to his artistic identity despite industry pressure, personal struggles, and changing musical trends. His songs continue to travel roads long after him, carrying emotion, memory, and quiet strength to listeners around the world. If you found this video informative, please don't forget to share it, like it, and subscribe to the channel for more educational content.